Hello. Hi.
Mac Wax Stacks! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mac Wax Stacks. I am BK. I'm a grown man, and I love the hobby of collecting sports cards. And I imagine you do too if you've clicked on this video, or maybe you just like grown men making fools of themselves talking about sports cards. Well, I'm your guy if that is the case. Fun episode today. Very excited. I got a package from my guy, Drew.
I like to look at baseball cards.
At Clean Cheap Shots. Drew sent this random, don't know what it is, sent a little note, and I'm very excited. It's been hard to not just tear into it and see what he's got going on, but also I'm going to do a little, how did I do? So kind of in honor of Drew, I had these thought in mind. I went to the antique mall and I bought a stack, went through some cards and bought some fun stuff here. I'm going to give you the price, how much I spent. And there's a lot of vintage baseball in honor of Drew because he's a big vintage baseball collector. And I'm not as well versed in it, but I really enjoy it. And he's going to like some of these cards, and I'm sure he's going to have a lot of stories, and you guys will have stories about a lot of the guys on those cards that I'm not as familiar with. But let's go ahead and get started. First of all, you'll see in the background, I've got one of my favorite players growing up. Here we have the Polish Rifle, Eric Piatkowski. Kind of put him out there just in honor of Drew because Eric Piatkowski played for Nebraska. And his number was 52. Now that was my number growing up. The story behind that is basically coach in high school called me and my teammate Todd into his classroom, and he said, as we were freshmen, he said, "Boys, we've got 2 spots remaining on the varsity team, and here are your jerseys." He gave Todd number 4, and I got number 52, and I was stuck with it. Kept it the rest of my career, except for when I went overseas. But I was always trying to find, nobody knew who wears number 52. Nobody, and nobody still wears it. But Eric Piatkowski wore it, and I loved Eric Piatkowski when he was at Nebraska. And those of you who don't know, his dad, Walt Piatkowski, played for 4 years in the ABA, but Walt also played at, that's right, BGSU. And I've spoke with Walt before, and he was on the last team to make it to the NCAA tournament for Bowling Green. So I had a tie there that I didn't know until I got onto campus, which was very cool. But anyways, let's go ahead. I'm going to do Drew stuff first, and let's read his note. All right, BK, to play along, please read and open these cards in the order in which they are packaged. Keep growing your collection, card farmer. Drew, Clean Cheap Shots. Drew, you are a scholar and a gentleman, and you're definitely going to stump me. That's the bad thing, is I know that he's going to stump me. He's a plethora of sports knowledge and trivia. I got to find something to open these up. And last time he sent something, he stumped me with and I was very disappointed in myself. I know all the MAC Player of the Year in basketball. I'm very well versed. And I kind of drew a blank with his question about a guy named Fred Foster. So, yeah, excited to see what we have here, Drew. Thank you so much, man. This is so fun. Just random stuff in the mail like this, getting so much love from the hobby community. All right, let's make sure I don't. Oh, okay. Oh boy. Oh, look at Drew. Hold on a second. Look at this. Drew's got some stickers out here. Stepping up. I love it, Drew. That is a giant sticker, man. Been trying to
Warning, low
find
maturity
ways to
level.
incorporate everybody's stickers. Uh-oh, and this is great.
Warning,
All right,
low
a
maturity
hopeful
level.
addition to the BK Low Maturity Museum, which I like to call
Low maturity level.
yes, low maturity level. Oh boy, here we go. Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Let me make sure these have. Oh. Let's see. notes. Oh, Dick Hyde. Richard E. Hyde. It would be Dick E. Hyde. And that is going right up on the wall for my low maturity level, which I will show you guys at one of these. Oh, look at this. And then Drew, of course. You wonder if he ever had to sign his name. He went alphabetically as Hyde Dick. Drew. This is awesome. This is awesome. Why? I didn't even... Love it. I love it. Okay. A chance for redemption. He holds the Miami of Ohio school record, which still stands. What record does he hold that Hall of Famer Wayne Embry and NBA legend Ron Harper couldn't pass? Answer inside. Okay. So it's got to be, is it a Wally? So Wally, trying to think of Miami guys. Let's see. So he holds, is it scoring record that, so did he come before Wayne Embry? I don't know. I'm trying to think how to answer this. If I should look at the card first, or he holds the Miami school record, which still stands. All right, the answer is inside. Oh, I'm not looking at it. Not looking at it. So there's Fred Foster. That's who he sent that Fred Foster card. And I don't have this Fred Foster card. I'm gonna guess point average in a season, because Fred Foster is a scorer. All-time season points per game average. That's kind of what I meant. So yeah, all right. Because Fred Foster was filling it up, 26.9 points per game. And Ron Harper was up there too. But in Wally Szczerbiak, his senior year, he was up around 23, 24. But look at that Fred Foster card. That is awesome. 73, 74 tops. Man, throw that in
goes in the max stack.
The max stack. Oh man, this is so fun. This player was so special, he became just the second player in MAC history to be proclaimed. Question mark. Okay. Second player to be proclaimed. All right. So I think I got that Fred Foster one right, Drew. I guess the answer's on the backside of this. So I'm going to leave this down and see who we're talking. Oh, Steve Mix. Steve Mix out of Toledo. Okay, so he was the second MAC player to be proclaimed. Was he an All-American? I think he was an All-American. I think that's what the question... Oh, MAC Player of the Year? Oh, he was the second MAC player. Oh, okay. I thought you were going bigger than that.
Giant
That is
card.
a giant card. You're right, Drew.
Man.
I was off track on that. But I knew that Steve was a MAC Player of the Year because he was a beast at Toledo. But he was the second MAC Player of the Year. I thought we were going like bigger picture than that. Okay, Steve Mix and Dr. J, no relation to Dr. K, were roommates and best friends to date. What was the nickname did Dr. J give Mix? Oh, I definitely don't know that. I definitely don't. Oh, what Big Mixie? Big Mixie, maybe? Look at another Steve Mix. Drew, these are great. What nickname did he give him? Any guesses, anybody? I'm going to say Dr. J. The Blender? I don't know. I'm calling you Sky because you can't. He said Steve Mix can't sky. He's not a skywalker. After Steve Mix retired from the NBA, he became a broadcaster. After he retired as a broadcaster, he knew he needed to stay active. What is Steve Mix's current job? Well, I know that Steve Mix does a bunch of basketball camps up in the Toledo area. I think he owns a court up there. I think it's because he has Steve Mix Court. So runs a community center, runs a gym Let's check that out. Let's see. Another Steve Mix, man. I don't think I have, might have one of these, but I don't think I have all of them. These are beautiful. This one's beautiful. 70, 75, 76. These are all giant cards, Drew. He's an usher for, an usher for the New York Mets spring training facility. That would make sense. I see him. I see Steve Mix around at the grocery store, and I'm going to bring it up that his name is Sky. I'm just going to yell it out and say, Sky! Sky! What's up? Wow, look at all these vintage Mac hoopsters. Drew, this was fun. This is really fun. And I know all the crew is going to actually love this. Everybody that watches, thank you so much. I'm going to put these back in my pile of notes from all of my YouTube card homies. And I mean, look at that LML. I don't know. I feel like I want to make this short. Maybe I'll give you a little teaser and I'll come back and I'll make another video about these because I don't want to be too long because I want to put this out. But look at Drew's. Drew, were you a Pudge back in the day? I feel like you might have been behind the plate a little bit. We're gonna have to. I want to do some research on Drew's baseball background. I bet he could throw a guy out at second at about a 60% rate. Okay, I kind of want to get into these because it was Drew inspired. Let me look at the time. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna end this right now. I'm gonna keep this stuff here, and I'm gonna turn this into another video that we'll do for another day because I want to get this out here and show these beautiful cards Drew gave, and come back because when I do the second part of this video, I'm gonna go through this stack, my Drew inspired stack, not necessarily all of them, but beautiful Steve Mix cards, Fred Foster, and then of course Mr. Hyde, Mr. Richard Hyde. Unbelievable. Well, thanks for coming here. Thanks again, Drew. This was great. Freaking made my day. I can't believe it. Please, come on back when you have a chance. Come on back to
Mac Wax Stacks!